Good morning, Larry. We've seen the number of cancellations increase from the last hour. So at 5 a.m., I told you that there were 310 cancellations nationwide. Now we're up to 327. That's according to FlightAware. And of course, it includes many that are coming in and out of DCA. Just look at the board here. Every line that's orange, that's a cancellation. So we've got cancellations of flights going to Atlanta, to Chicago, to Detroit, to Hartford, to San Juan. So all these places where, yeah, we'd like to go on vacation right now, those flights are canceled. And if you come and look behind me here, you'll see that we are starting to pick up. We are getting busy here at DCA. Of course, the impacts of all this were way more than just here in the DC region. We had flight cancellations coming out of Boston, out of New York, out of Atlanta, up and down the East Coast. More than 8,500 delays yesterday, more than 1,700 cancellations. This morning I spoke with some folks who had some major delays. Take a listen.
I got up at 2 a.m. this morning just to get here for my 5 a.m. flight.
So. Then it got delayed.
It got delayed.
Yeah, you could have slept in.
Pulled in at 4:30 yesterday, turned my phone off airplane mode, got all the notifications, got pushed back to 8:30 this morning. Missed a day of work, struggling to get any sleep.
Yep, a lot of people right now are struggling to get some sleep right now. Of course, all of this because the FAA had to reroute a lot of planes around the storms. They had to put a pause on some of these flights, and then of course the airlines had to react, and so many of them just canceled flights. And I can tell you, look, I'm not the story here, but I did have this personal experience. I was telling you guys at 5 a.m. I was supposed to be on a flight out of Boston yesterday at 4 p.m. That got canceled, and so I had to hop on an Amtrak train instead. 8 hours later, I got here around 1 a.m. So I can connect with a lot of these people that are here that are looking pretty sleepy and dreary-eyed. I too am feeling that way. So a lot of people are dealing with this issue right now. Reporting here at DCA, I'll send it back to you guys.
And you still got to work on time. Evan Koslof, no doubt remarkable.
Right, and I just spent some time on FlightAware this morning to get the most up-to-date numbers. I checked about 2 minutes ago, and this was the number. 309 flights are canceled so far today, and that includes many that are coming in and out of DCA. So of course, let's take a look at the board here. Whenever you see that orange, that means that we've got a cancellation. So a number of cancellations already this morning. I just checked the FlightAware numbers. Of those that are leaving DCA, we've got 10 cancellations, and as for those that are coming into DCA, we've got 26 cancellations. And of course, it's just 5 a.m. right now, and so that number is going to continue to rise throughout the day. Of course, it's not just here at DCA. We've had cancellations in Boston, cancellations in New York, all the way down to Atlanta. It's really up and down the East Coast where we've seen this. Here are the numbers from yesterday. More than 8,500 delays, more than 1,700 cancellations, leaving passengers pretty frustrated.
We're gonna be here so far to midnight.
We get at our destination at 2 in the morning.
Missing work tomorrow because I don't know when I will be home. So just kind of stuck at this point. It's really frustrating.
We all have stuff to do tomorrow. Now we can't.
Okay, so what's the cause of all this? Of course, it's due to the storms. The FAA was forced to pause many flights heading to the East Coast. They also rerouted many planes around the storms. Airlines were forced to cancel. Of course, listen, I'm not the story here, but I could just say that I could relate. I was set to take a flight back from Boston at 4 o'clock yesterday. It was supposed to be a quick hour-and-a-half little flight. Of course, that flight got canceled, so I had to take an 8-hour Amtrak instead, got in around 1 a.m. So just to say to all those people that are suffering out there, I can relate. I got the bags under my eyes to prove it. For now, reporting here at DCA, I'm Evan Koslof, WUSA 9. Guys?
No doubt a dedicated man, committed to getting to work on time no matter the cost. Evan, one question before I let you go. I wonder how many people in a similar situation as yourself decided to use Amtrak to get to their destination.
What I can tell you is that the trains were packed yesterday while I was riding Amtrak. While we were booking, we were told that there was a large percentage of those seats that were full. So while I don't have the exact data for you right now this morning, what I can tell you is that my own personal experience, just living it yesterday, being on that train, yeah, it was pretty busy. A lot of people made the same decision that we did.